So this is the sketch I did of this triangular stone I did last night. And I've had this for a long time, a few years anyway. When I first pulled it out of the ground, I could see all these things, but then I took like some paint and just lightly highlighted these lines. And I saw the toddler. I saw these animals. They seemed like they were over the toddler. And so I felt there was something going on with that, I don't know, this kind of Trinity thing going on here. Well, it's a little bit more than that because, I mean, the angles are just like filled. Let's see. So we've got this big head here with, you know, the nose and the eye, and this, I saw the mammoth head or the mastodon head or whatever that is, but I also saw like a snake that went underneath it. And then I see like more, I see this face here, then there's a face going the other way. And I've gotten used to the point that like all these points become ears and noses. So there's like the wolf head here. Turn it this way, and then you've got some kind of, I'm going to call that a short-faced bear because most regular bears don't have, they have a longer snout than that. So you have to look at them from all directions. And then this just looked like an eagle head to me. So on that, so after I washed all that first layer of paint on, then I took a toothbrush and alcohol and washed it back off, and it still was pretty obscure, so I had to retrace everything just a little bit better. So it's tiny, but it's flat. So I just assumed that these were probably animal hide. They had thread marks in them. That's why they had such tiny little lines. You could see like the toddler seemed like had like maybe decorations on the feet or something, like something seemed very like religious, ornamented. So okay, there's the kind of wolf head here. You can see the nose where the toddler's feet are. And the reason I'm doing this is, I mean, this is, you know, I'm talking mastodons and stuff. It's a lost culture. It's not because I'm trying to be, you know, special here. So when I was on in my yard working, I would hear these, like I guess I was channeling spirits. And one of the things I clearly remember them saying was they didn't want to be forgotten. So I'm just showing you so you won't forget them either. Okay, so here's the other side. There's an animal head here. There's the other face. This seems to look like a cat head. I mean, just out of curiosity, I really do want to know what these people were like. What did they worship? What did they do? I think, you know, we're so narrow-minded in this day and age that we don't think that people that lived during the Ice Age did anything else but bang rocks together, and I think they're a lot more sophisticated. So it's not giving us much credit if we don't think very highly of our ancient ancestors, So like this one, we've got that. There's an animal head there. This one is harder to see on this side, but there's like a face here. And then like if I turned it this way, there seems to be some kind of face there, kind of like a pointed hat, or maybe it's like a mohawk. Okay, so this piece I found, I can't think of the state forest or whatever, it was a preserve or something. I was walking in there and I was like, I thought I had an arrowhead, and I was like, that's like one of the hardest things to find. That's what I actually wanted to do, was find arrowheads. It's not an arrowhead. Looks like one, but it's not. So, yeah. What I see is something much older and much different. And it could very well be a piece of animal skin, I don't know. On this side, I'm going to go back to, maybe I should go back to one of my sloth drawings. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I have some really bad drawings in here, and I do not want to show them. Well, that's one of the other ones. It's another one of the sloth drawings. That's showing that it's like I even though I show the picture and what I saw, people still refuse to accept that, because that's just a weird angle to be seeing a sloth at. The head and the neck and the sloth, the baby sloth on the back. It's like that's just how they saw it. Okay, this one. Okay, and that's of a different rock, different artifact. Okay, so it's kind of like a T-Rex stance, where it's up on its hind legs. Front claws are there. And this little guy is doing that too. So you can see his head. I think this right here, I don't think that's the bottom jaw. I think that's one of the claws. The other claw is coming down in like this. And you can see I kind of traced a zinc. Foot's down here, and its tail is curled like that. There's a baby right there. Head, front leg, back leg. And this is so that you can like turn it, and now you've got an animal head, nose, open mouth, ear point. Same this way. Nose, eye, ear point, open mouth. So unfortunately I did not find an arrowhead, but I got something else. Okay. And it's kind of one of these things I don't want to make a fuss about, because it's like, I realize people don't take me seriously on that, so take it for what it is. maybe I just see things differently than everybody else.